We're still halfway through crypto summer. The halving's still going to occur. The fair value of Bitcoin is going to double, right? Because if your block rewards go down, the price has to rise or else all your miners go out of business. That's what we've seen time and time again. All that's going to happen. Crypto fall starts next June. Crypto fall is the period following the halving. That's the parabolic move.
Hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Finance. In this video, Mark Yusko discuss about Bitcoin. According to Mark Yusko, Bitcoin is a blockchain. Mark Yusko aware that this upsets some Bitcoin enthusiasts, but the fact remains that there is a blockchain. The blockchain of Bitcoin is both large B as an asset, token, and little b as a network. Mark Yusko said, in my opinion, is the most valuable network in the world. Mark Yusko believed that the most potent computer system the world has ever seen serves as the foundation for everything of outstanding value. And the more precious an asset is, the more you should have it on a blockchain with a robust proof of work. However, the item itself, Bitcoin, is obviously a commodity, digital gold. Although gold is a commodity, it's interesting since it's the only asset in the world that has both qualities and cash. All other forms of currency are backed by debt. Money, on the other hand, is an asset that only exists when there is no responsibility. Bitcoin is the equivalent of gold in digital form. It is a commodity, all right, big B that can be exchanged, and money is there even when there is no obligation. And lots of things Mark Yusko discuss, so please watch the video to end, and share this video and subscribe our channel, Everyday Finance. Thanks.
I mean, I think the answer is yes, right? Because there are different use cases for different blockchains. So let's just start at the beginning. So Bitcoin is a blockchain. I know Bitcoiners don't like that, but it is. It's a blockchain. But the Bitcoin blockchain is both big B, the token, the asset, and little b, the network. The network, I think, is the most valuable network in the world. It's the most powerful computing system the world has ever seen. I think ultimately becomes the settlement layer for all things of great value. And the more valuable an asset, the more you want it on a really strong proof of work blockchain. But that asset, Bitcoin itself, big B Bitcoin, clearly a commodity. It is digital gold. Gold is a commodity. But gold is interesting. It's the only asset in the world that is both a commodity and money. Money is an asset that exists in the absence of a liability. Everything else is currency, which is backed by debt. Yep. Bitcoin is the digital form of gold. It is both a commodity, okay, big B that can be traded, and money exists in the absence of a liability. Now, all the other things like Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche are more toolkits. Most of the tokens that got created don't do anything, right? They're utility tokens. They're either a meme, which has no value whatsoever except a Ponzi. I mean, it's literally a Ponzi. Or it's there as a trading sardine because people think they own a piece. Like, I love Uniswap. Great DEX. They do lots of volume. But the Uni token doesn't give me a share of their revenues. If I owned a share of their revenues, well, that's a security. And then that needs to be regulated by securities regulators. Yeah. But it's a digital security or a digital token. And ultimately, every asset, every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of land, every private piece of art, every private business, all $700 trillion of assets in the world will eventually be tokens. They will be line items on ledgers. Digital property rights. That's all a token is. It's a digital property right. You know, we call them NFTs because that is a appropriate term. They are non-fungible, unique tokens. I hate that term because people think monkey JPEGs. And it can be a monkey JPEG, or it can be any other JPEG, or it can be a beautiful piece of generative art, or it could be your claim on your identity, or it could be your driver's license or your marriage license or a piece of stock, or it could be ownership of a business in the form of a digital security that trades on a digital exchange. And ultimately, we had analog way back when. Everything was analog. You and I want to trade, we had to be physically proximate. I had to have a physical piece of paper. You had a physical piece of paper, a stock certificate, money, whatever, and we traded. Now we don't have to be physically proximate.
According to Mark Yusko, we have not yet finished the crypto phase. Summertime is still going to happen, and Bitcoin's fair value will double, Mark said, as your miners' businesses will cease to exist if your block rewards decrease. That is what we have repeatedly witnessed. That's all that will take place. June is when crypto fall begins. It's the time after halving it, which is the current fair value, and parabolic move is in the late 50s. We're almost there, Mark Yusko been saying. We're in the low 40s. We were moving toward fair value the entire year before the halving, and then the halving will happen, and a quick transition to the new fair value will cause FOMO. Many individuals will enter, and we will shoot straight through fair value, possibly reaching the mid-100 AS or even higher, 15, and then, we'll just see how things go without the ETF. The standard cycle of the ETF, all bets are off, really, since there is a genuine need for this spot. So here's the deal about Bitcoin. Approximately 8 billion Bitcoins are traded dollar equivalent in US dollars per day. Let's back to the Mark Yusko interview.
If the ETF were to never happen, we're still halfway through crypto summer. The halving's still going to occur. The fair value of Bitcoin is going to double, right? Because if your block rewards go down, the price has to rise, or else all your miners go out of business. That's what we've seen time and time again. All that's going to happen. Crypto fall starts next June. Crypto fall is the period following the halving. That's the parabolic move. And fair value today is in the low 50s. We're in the low 40s, so we're almost there. I've been saying all year that we were headed toward fair value right before the halving, and then the halving will occur. We'll have a rapid move to the new fair value. That will trigger FOMO. Lots of people will come in. We'll shoot right through fair value, probably into the mid 100s, maybe 150. And, then we'll see how it goes. That's without the ETF. Yeah. That's just the normal cycle. With the ETF, I mean, all bets are off, because it is real demand for spot Bitcoin.
Right.
And here's the thing: Bitcoin trades about $8 billion US dollar equivalent a day. Okay, but it's not 8 billion unique. A lot of that is just the same stuff traded over and over. Right. There's only about 25% of the 800 billion of market cap. So that's 200 billion that's available to trade. The rest is either lost, stolen, locked up, multi-sigged, hodlers. I'll never sell at any price, although there's a price. But call it 75% of it not interested in trading. So that leaves about 200 billion to trade. And if we get 10 basis points in that first week, that's 30 billion. That'll move the price. If we get the full 1% pretty quickly, which I actually think we will, that'll move the price a lot. So how high can we go this cycle? I don't know. Fair value, 100K by mid next year. Can we shoot to 150, 180? Easy. Max Kaiser is saying it's going to be 200, 220. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility. Will we have another crash? Sure, because people will get too ebullient. I think there's less leverage this time, Paul. So I don't think, if you go back to the last cycle, fair value was 31. We got to 69. Okay, about 2 point something times fair value. I don't think we'll go to 2 point something this time. I think more like 1.5, 1.7, 1.8.
According to Mark Yusko, I will never sell Bitcoin at any, however, even while there is a price. Let's say that 75% of it isn't interested in trading, leaving roughly 200 billion to trade. And in the first week, if we receive 10 basis points, that's 30 billion that will cause the price to change if we receive the entire 1% fairly soon. Mark Yusko not sure what the fair value of this cycle is, so how high can we go? 100k by the middle of next. Can we easily aim for 150-180 this year? If you learned something from this video, then please like this video and subscribe our channel Everyday Finance. And we will meet in next video. Thanks.